Hi guys, this is Matt from EveryCloud Technologies. Today we're going to have a quick look at the archiving, both from a reseller point of view and an end user point of view. Today we're logging into the control panel as the domain admin. So this is the on-site admin that is administering the global black and white list of the domain. So as standard, when we log into the control panel, the first tab that we come to is the Workspace tab. Now, if email archiving has already been activated, then the email archiving tab here on the top left-hand corner will be available, and all of the emails that are in the archive will be shown here. Same as in the email search for the Workspace in the logs. The from, to and subject fields are all searchable using wildcards. This time slightly different. We've got an attachment search feature and also a text search feature. Now the text search is searching the header and the body of the email for a specific word. So for example, if we want to look for a particular user, we double click on that user. We can then search for, let's say, JPEG. Do a search, JPEG, and it will show me this. If I wanted to drill down even further using the text search, looking for a specific word in the body or header, then I can use the text search for that. We can not only see the incoming, but we can also see the outgoing as well, if you are using our relays for outbound traffic as well. So really, really powerful search, really quick, really intuitive. What I wanted to talk to you today about is the auditing of the archive. Now, the auditing of the archive is where somebody within the company, whether a managing director or some responsible person, has the ability to go into the archive and release emails from the archive that were either sent to an external recipient or were inbound to one of the users. But when the emails are released, they're actually released to the auditor. So what we're going to do, we're just going to quickly have a look at how that works, how it's set up. So from the Management tab, we go to the actual domain from the drop-down menu. In the domain, you will see that we have access to the Archiving tab here. So we click the Archiving tab and we've got Audit Access. Now, Audit Access is giving me or a user the ability to be able to go in and audit the logs. We can do this by selecting one of the emails or users within the domain. In this instance, we're using Matt. This is the date of the audit access. So if I wanted to give a specific date or timeline to an auditor to go into the archive, I can set that here, and I can also give them specific access to a date range within that archive. So a very powerful tool if you just want to give limited access to an auditor to go in and investigate specific emails. Now, as a security measure, we use something called the 4I principle, which means that you need to have a secondary user standing over the auditor. So this can be one of the directors or one of the sysadmins within the company. Now, in this instance, just for the ease of test, I set up a user called Matt123. We've saved that now. And what we're going to do now is we're going to log into the account, the user account of matt@giovon.com. So if we just flick over to this tab here, so this is me here, matt@giovon.com. We're logging in, but this time we're logging in as an individual user. Unfortunately, I've just set this account up, so we've not got any logs within our own personal or within my own personal workspace. But I do have an email archiving tab. If I was in here and this account had been set up and I'd been set up for archiving, then not only would I be able to see my archived emails, but I'd also be able to preview those emails as well from the right hand side. But what we do when we log into the control panel here, there's a Start Auditing tab. Now if I click the Start Auditing, it's going to ask me for a password, and this was the password for the 4I principle. So as I set this password up earlier on, I know the password, but we would expect from a security perspective somebody else to be able to input that data for us. So just while this is loading, what I'm doing now is going from my personal view to now I can see every single email, both inbound and outbound, that have come through the domain. So now I can start auditing. Exactly the same thing again, text search from to subject fields. So let's have a look at contact. We'll find one particular email here. This is from support. Now, if I was to release this email, which I'm going to do now, I've released that email. I've got a comfort message here just telling me that the email has been successfully delivered. This email will now be delivered to my personal mailbox rather than the original recipient or the original sender. So I can audit the entire logs, both inbound and outbound, by releasing emails from the archive, but they're released back to me, but not to the original recipient or original sender. So as you can see, a really powerful tool for being able to look for traffic. We'll just check the workspace to see if that email's been delivered. It hasn't been delivered yet. Really powerful tool, all the same search functions that you had before, but you've now got those in the control panel. So that email's not been delivered yet, but we come back to the main search function. I can now see a preview along the right hand side. This is the view that a user would have, but to help me even further, I have the ability now to see the body of the emails as well. So if I'm looking for something in particular, let's say we've got a rogue employee who's been sending out company sensitive information or information that they shouldn't have been, we can check what they've received and also what they've been sent. So a really powerful tool from a management perspective. We'll just flick over and see if that in the email search, and you can see here now that that original email has been sent to my inbox. Okay, so as you can see, this is how the system works. Okay guys, if you've got any questions, you need any help, as always, give me a call, 0844 887 0000. Have a great day.